Hey, got another match here. Pretty mediocre hand. If the Steel Overseer dies, it kind of sucks. But we do have a bunch of manlands, and Steel Overseer is a hell of a card, so I'm gonna chance it and keep. See, I'm not actually gonna feel bad if it was a Thoughtseize that gets rid of it, because if I'm playing against a Thoughtseize deck, I hate mulliganing because I only have one threat, because the likelihood of me getting a good hand that has multiple threats that is resilient to Thoughtseize is pretty low on a mulligan. Like, because if you're going to mulligan, you need to draw two threats and an otherwise reasonable hand against the Thoughtseize decks. Otherwise, you're just giving up value. This looks like it's probably Dredge, and we're probably owned. Like, if they can kill the Steel Overseer because they're on the play and they throw a Conflagrate into the graveyard or something nonsensical like that, it's going to be really, really hard to win. Now, the best draw would be Memnite, or no, the best draw would be Welding Jar. Welding Jar, absolute best draw. Second after that, Memnite Ornithopter, so that we can get the turn 1 Steel Overseer. Bedlam Reveler. Okay, so this is the Selfisec. Oh, hey. Perfect. Sadly, there's no chance that this deck doesn't have removal, but we can't just say, well, they're going to have removal. We're not going to play our only threat. Lightning Bolt, yep. So this is the deck that the trophy leader on Magic Online plays a whole bunch of. I've done decently against it in the past. Basically, it's just a grindy matchup, and you try to outgrind each other. This looks like a lightning bolt. All right. Yeah. It's actually it's a pretty bad feeling deck because they just play giant piles of removal, and basically kind of hope to stick an edge champion and get there. Pyromancer. Well, that Inquisition ain't getting you value. Let's see what to do with our land based off our attack. Play the Ink Moth so I can get in for 4 poison next turn, and put him at lethal poison in 2 turns, assuming no interaction. Lingering Souls will be really awkward here, but he doesn't apparently have it. All these manlands we're drawing are definitely helping us. The fact that they're manlands and not citadels or whatever. Spires. Of course, I'd rather have, Cranial Plating or Etch Champion or something, but could be worse. This is probably Bedlam Reveler. Bedlam Reveler is costing 3 right now. And he'll discard... Oh. Well, it does put him on mono red. So that's a thing. So he can't cast any non-red spells. Young Pyro. Okay. Ravager is another good draw. I'm not going to start sacrificing my artifacts to increase my clock against a removal heavy deck like that. Faithless Lootings are going to be pretty awkward. Oh, he discarded his only basic swamp, I think. I don't play a lot of basic swamps. I don't mind sacrificing Ornithopters to pump these things. The Ornithopters aren't doing anything right now. Not sacrificing the Mox Opal because it's my only way of casting colored spells. I shouldn't say colored spells, it's only the... Well, that's a nice top deck. I don't feel like attacking into that because it could get easily blown out by a lightning bolt or something of the sort. I don't really care about him trying to clock me back with it because it opens the door for me to attack. And since I'm getting in with flyers, I feel like it's kind of alright right now. The odds that he have another lightning bolt are super, super low. I think this is the time to cash in Mox Opal. And then I'll throw the Vault Scourge by 3. Get my Ravager counter. The reason I go for that is the odds of him having another removal spell are super low. Like, Lightning Bolt's the only instant one that you could play. Fuck. And he's basically not having another Lightning Bolt because he's already played 3. So the nice thing is that his black removal is being turned off by his own Blood Moon. So sure, our Ink Moths aren't doing anything, but he's got all these like Lightning Helixes and Lingering Souls he can't actually cast. So how do I feel about a Bedlam Reveler? I don't care right now. No reason to play that. I'll attack for 5, and then I can have lethal next turn if I feel like it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he was dead there because his Blood Moon turned off all of his white and black removal, and he had already spent all of his Lightning Bolts, so he wasn't able to kill the Vault Scourge, and you can just see while he's dying to Vault Scourge, me going all in on Ravager, on Vault Scourge with Ravager next turn. And I guess he's just giving me credit for seeing the line of go for the kill. We have drawn. Oh, Cranial Plating, even easier. Okay, so... Etch Champion is great, and so is Gear per Aether Grid. Whip Flare is actually alright, and Thoughtseize is okay. Take out some Memnites. Welding Jar is great. Take out some Signal Pests. I don't really like them against the Lingering Souls. I could put in a Rest in... You know what? I want some Rest in Peace against this deck. They have enough Graveyard shenanigans. I'll take out the Masters since they've got so many Shatter effects. Ravager, Overseer, Plating, all good cards. Galvanic Blast can kill the young Pyro. Maybe I want to go down a couple Galvanic... Go down all of the Galvanic Blasts. Keep in some of the cheap creatures that I cut. Alright, we'll give this a shot. It's been a while since I've played against this deck. Springleaf Drum, Opal, double Ravager the next turn. Yeah, this seems reasonable enough. As long as I don't get Stony Silenced, I'll be pretty happy. Yeah, that's fine. There's nothing he can take that's more than minorly annoying. Like, sure, he can trade his Inquisition for Ravager or whatever, but it's not that big of a deal. I think I'll play Vault Scrooge first. That leaves up um, the possibility of moving the Ravager counter over to any of the other things. And I'll have a mana open to activate the Blink Moths if that becomes necessary. I could do Ravager first and save myself 2 life. Oh, well, I guess he doesn't want me lifelinking. Well, guess my plays are pretty obvious then. He's probably gonna bolt this Ravager in response. Yep. And then on his next turn, he'll kill the other Ravager, and I'll be left with nothing. Alright. I don't feel like sacrificing both my colored sources, especially since he could easily have, like, a push. And punish me really hard for that. So, Overseer. And get in with Ink Moth. See what removal he has for Overseer. Probably another Fork Bolt. Interesting. He can't imagine that I'm blocking. Okay, well then. That makes my life so much easier. Yeah. I mean, he could be holding Blood Moon, but that just seems awkward. Why would he leave Blood Moon in against me? Olgun's Command, Anger of the Gods, both cards that he could have. Still got the activation out of it. Okay, just Lightning Helix on the Overseer. You like this grid card. Even if this turn I'm just more interested in getting in poison. I just want to keep ticking up this poison so that he has to eventually deal with the Ink Moth. Hitting for 2 a turn with it is pretty sweet. I'm not super worried about the rate at which he's killing me. So let's go for a Whip Flare and see what he does. Oh. Well, that was easy. I'm gonna just keep getting in with poison. I've got him with the poison next turn, potentially, with Blink Moth pumps. He's only down to 2 cards. Getting kind of dead. Bedlam Reveler. Discarding Bedlam Reveler. Alright, well. Ping for 1 damage, so he needs... So I float this. Play this. I'm forcing him to have Fatal Push, by the way. Because now Bolt doesn't do it. Oh, wait a second. Bolt does do it. Well, that was a punt. Oh well. Okay, now Bolt doesn't do it. He needs push. Got there. Perfect.